Yeah, it's been really good whenever we've been in there. Glenn does a great job in the middle. Naeem's made a lot of big plays, especially in the scrimmage last week. And, we're all working really well together right now.
How's the progress of Gary doing and Ben Klein? Like, what have you seen out of them this spring so far?
Gary's he's come a long way. He's doing really good right now. He's not afraid to hit you, that's for sure. And he's gotten better every day.
What advice do you have for them? Because I mean, they're going to be basically in your spot last year, coming in as the fourth and fifth linebacker. So what advice can you give them?
Mostly just know all your assignments. Try to be able to do a little bit of everything. So if one person gets hurt, you can be plugged in.
How did the offseason workouts go in the weight room? What can you describe that intensity and kind of the camaraderie that was built?
Yeah, the offseason workouts were great. Fitz did a great job getting us ready, putting on the weight, and also just getting everyone stronger. The offensive line, I've seen a great improvement in those guys. So.
You know your numbers offhand? Any of your measurement numbers, your bench, your 40 time, anything along those lines?
40. I ran a 4.55 at the end of spring. Clean 315, squatted 475, and bench. Pec was a little sore, so I didn't bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any run-on linebackers sticking out to you? I mean, with the thin linebacker depth, any guys that might have to be relied on early this year?
Yeah, Adam Cole's doing a really good job from Pittsburgh. He's not afraid to hit you. He makes some good plays, and he's always in the right spot at the right time.
Anyone else sticking out to you?
Gary Wooten. He's not a run-on, but he's a great player, and he's been doing really well this spring.
I think Carson mentioned Matt Bainey.
Oh yeah, Bainey from where he's from came from St. Francis.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Have you been asked to pace yourselves differently because of the depth issue, or not hit as much or something like that? Or?
Yeah, they'll take us out of some drills and things like that just because it's important to be healthy coming into the fall. But that's just how it is.
How much different is that from last year?
It's a lot different because usually we're just hitting heads all the time. But it's better to be smart and not kill yourselves and get the mental reps and get better as a team and stay healthy.
How has this spring been different for you, kind of running with the first team?
It's a little bit different because I was a role player last year. Now I'm kind of expected to do everything, and I'm ready for that challenge. And it's been great so far. Really enjoyed it.
Which position are you playing?
I'm playing Sam.
Is that where you played last year as well?
Yeah, I played Sam last year, and then I played Will the last game for Maudie.
I've heard you guys talk a lot about creating fumbles, creating more turnovers. Is there any type of drill or anything you work specifically on to help create more turnovers?
Yeah, we do drills all the time, strip drills, and also, every time you make a tackle or thud someone up in practice, just ripping at the ball just to reinforce the idea.
Going off of that, what have the thud drills kind of been like this year? What's the intensity level with the thud drills?
Basically, it's the same as a live drill. You're getting off the blocks, doing everything full speed, and then you're just keeping the running back up at the end.
And there have been scrimmages where it's been full contact.
Yeah.
What about the intensity there? What's it like to kind of get out there?
It's always intense whenever we get a live period, and guys are competing and we're all working hard, and it's pretty cool.
There's 3 Calvert Hall guys in the backfield now. What kind of camaraderie does that influence?
Well, we was number 1 in the state with us in the secondary and high school, and we already close. We understand each other, what each other want to do, and it just feels good because my school usually don't have a lot of D1 players coming out, and then for all of us to come to a Division I school, it feels good.
What was the combination in high school? Who played where?
Me and Trevor both played receiver, and I played cornerback. I played free safety. Quan played corner. So it was at times it was me and DeQuan at corner and Trevor at safety.
Okay.
I was at safety. Well, both of us was at safety. It was
So
a lot of
how are you helping Trevor kind of adjust this spring? Coming from the offensive side of the ball.
Well, I understand what he's thinking when he thinks defense because we was both running the same defense in high school. So if I can help him, I can relate a defense we're running now to a defense we ran in high school.
How about playing both? Coach Midget said that he's using you both at safety and corner. To have a coach like that, who also did that when he was in college, how much does that help you this year?
He understands the changes you have to make in the way of thinking and how to go about doing that. So he helps a lot, and he helps me a lot with the safety part of it. versatility part of it. Corner is easier to learn, especially because I've been playing it for the past year. So so he does help a lot.
What do you like about playing safety versus what do you like about playing corner?
Safety, you get to make a lot more tackles, a lot in the box, and then playing the middle of the field, you can show your range and go get the ball.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then that cornerback, if they have a very good receiver, I like to be the person that is given that assignment.
Miles, how has Ty handled the job at center so far?
Oh, he's doing tremendous. He's picked up right where Stank left off. He's picked up on all the calls. He really knows the offense really well, and I couldn't have a better guy next to me playing with me. And he's physical, he's tough, he's smart, and he really knows the offense well. So yeah.
Are you guys still kind of mix and match lineups like you did toward the end of last season in the spring, or is it pretty steady at the
Yeah, it's pretty steady right now. I'd say you want to have guys be able to play multiple positions, so we're still working with that, but it's being pretty steady right now.
How do you feel about your play so far this spring? Do you feel like you've improved upon some of the things that you wanted to towards the end of last season?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've been improving. I really want to work on my physical style of play and get my pads down and work on my pass fits. And I really have been trying my hardest, and I think I'm doing a good job. I think the whole offensive line of the unit's really improved all of their play.
How do you feel about the depth of as a whole as the offensive line this year? I mean, you lose Stank, but you have Ty stepping in, and not too much else that you're losing. Do you feel like the depth is going to be a strength of the offensive line this year?
Yeah, I think we do have good depth. We have a good solid 7 or 8 guys that can play, and we have certain guys for each position. So I think Angelo, Eric, and Alocia's playing really well. Wendy's playing well. So I mean, we really have good depth all across the board.
We're definitely
going to help.
a lot further ahead than
Bill
we were
talked
last
about
year.
how these last 5 or 6
Especially
practices
because
are really
Coach Butler
key.
made it easy for us.
Are there specific things that, as an offense, you guys have to get nailed down before the end of the spring, you think?
Well, yeah, you really just want to hone in on the schemes. At this point in time, you're trying to make yourself better, which is going to make the team better. And we're installing a lot of stuff, and they're throwing a lot of stuff at us. So you really want to spend your time, studying the film and studying the playbook. And you really want to hone in so when you get to the summer, it's full steam ahead. You don't have any of that lag 3 or 4 days where you have to reteach the offense, reteach the plays. By the end of the spring, you're full go.
Yeah, well, as a kicker, you try and not get too high or too low on yourself. There's always room for improvement. And that's my mindset. I never want to be complacent. I feel like I can always improve, and I feel like I've been doing that every day here. So, that's my mindset, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
The confidence that you got out of those last few games, how important was that just going into the offseason and, I guess getting that mindset of ending on a high note, so to speak?
Yeah, it definitely helped. Every time it goes to the uprights, your confidence is going to go up. Being a kicker, I mean, people say it's 99% mental and 1% physical. I would disagree with that a little bit, but it definitely helps. You're not worried if you're doing things wrong every kick. So it definitely helps, and I've been having a great spring, so it's been working pretty well.
How much of a benefit is it to get the whole unit back, the snapper, the holder, and just kind of be the same from last year?
Oh, definitely. Timing is a whole lot of kicking. If there's like a bobbled snap or maybe a bad snap, that can really affect the whole unit. And they've been doing a great job, so it definitely helps confidence-wise and actual ability. So,
what have you seen so far this spring out of Bench and Ferguson, and would you give a leg up to either of them at this point?
I mean, they're about the same right now. They're definitely great competitors, and that's something I like. Coming from having going last season, he's a great competitor for us. So, the guy who took great command in the huddle and whenever we needed to play, made on the field and a crucial part of the game, he was able to get everybody to rally around him and lead us to make that play. And I think those guys definitely had the potential to do the same.
What's the difference, Alan, between getting used to 2 quarterbacks as opposed to last year when you had essentially?
It's not. I mean, last spring we had 3 quarterbacks. So it's just something that it happens all the time. We're not necessarily going to always play with one quarterback. One quarterback goes down, and another one has to step in. So just basically just getting adjusted to both players, and just being able to play with both players because essentially, even if one is the starter, another one might have to play, whether it's due to injury or due to lack of production in the game. So you never know. You got to get ready for both of them.